say Kirk Creason. Kirk Creason. That's my basketball goal.
Why?
The way he shoots the rock. I look up to him.
Thank you.
Yep.
Do you notice any similarities between the way Coach Pope did practice at BYU versus how he does it now? Is it the same, or has he changed a bunch of things, or is it pretty much the same?
It's been pretty much the same, honestly. I think he's been, I wouldn't say more intense, but everybody knows why we're here, and that's to win a national championship. So he expects a lot of us, just like anybody else would playing at Kentucky. I mean, he's been huge for us.
Jason, what do you think it is about Coach Pope's personality that lends itself well to a situation where you have almost an entirely new team that you got to bring together in a matter of months?
I mean, I would just say the way that he can bring a squad together. I mean, all he's been talking about to you guys is connecting us as a group on and off the court, and I think he's been the main focus of that, the main point. He's helped us a lot, just figuring each other out and putting each other in positions to better understand each other, and I think it's going to pay off once we get on the court.
He talked to us a lot about the concept of being still in the midst of the chaos that can be Kentucky basketball, social media, all those things. How much does he emphasize that to you guys to kind of stay within yourselves and block out a lot of things?
I mean, it's huge. Obviously, as a basketball player, you got to make sure you're staying in the present. You can't get too high, can't get too low. So just not dwelling on the past or looking too far ahead is really important as a basketball player. And I think this group of guys is really good at that. We're experienced, so that always helps. And we got a good group of rookies that I think will help us a lot during the season. We're going to need everybody to step up.
He seems like such a motivational guy. Do you have a good Mark Pope inspirational quote you could share with us?
Man, you put me on the spot.
Sorry.
I don't have one. Not right now.
Nothing stands out.
Not
It's
right
okay.
now, yeah.
Do you remember the first time you met Mark Pope and what that was like?
I do. I had flown out for a visit. It was just me and my mom. It was back at BYU in Utah, and I remember the first time I met him, I didn't know he was that tall. So at first I honestly didn't know it was him. But I mean, it was crazy just meeting him in person, seeing how enthusiastic he is, and he's a great person. So I mean, obviously we've gotten along ever since.
Do you know any good Mark Pope UK basketball stories? Has he told you any about him being a star here or anything?
He just told us a story yesterday at Pro Day about him having his tooth knocked out playing on 1v1 late at night with his teammates in Memorial. So just little stories like that are super cool to hear.
How was Pro Day for you yesterday?
It was great. Just competing with my guys and going out and showing the things that I've worked on over the summer and how I've improved. It was really cool just to get out there in front of those NBA teams.
Do you get feedback from them immediately, or it's a longer process than that?
No. It's pretty quiet right now just because it's so early, and I don't know how the rules work, so I'm sure they probably can't reach out right now.
Do you see the stuff that some people are writing and saying that this team has to have a basket? You've got to be the guy to go get it. And do you pay any attention to that? Do you like that? I mean, is that a good observation?
I mean, I just want to help the team out as best I can in any way that is. It doesn't matter if it's going to get a basket or grabbing a rebound, getting a defensive stop. So, I mean, noise is noise, but at the end of the day, what matters most is just how I can help my brothers.
As the only player on the team who has really had a couple seasons under your belt with Coach Pope, what has your experience been like, being with him now at Kentucky?
I'm sorry, will you repeat that one more time?
Since you're the only player who has a couple years under your belt playing with Coach Pope, what has the experience been now being under him at Kentucky?
It's been really smooth sailing, really easy. I feel really confident in my play and just me and my role as a leader. Like you said, I've been with him for 3 years, so just being familiar with how he coaches and his demeanor and things like that, and just being able to help my guys out and help them understand him better has been really good for me personally and for this team.
Jackson, you have Big Blue Madness this Friday. What do you think that'll be like, and what do you think the fans will see out of you and this team?
I'm excited. I think they'll obviously get a first chance to see us in person. I don't really know what all is planned, to be honest, but I'm excited for whatever it is, and I know Big Blue Madness will be super fun.
You've heard a lot about BBN, I would imagine, and you've seen them in small little doses. But to walk out there to a potentially full Rupp Arena, what do you think that feeling could be like for the first time?
It would be crazy. Something that you dream of as a kid. Just seeing Kentucky basketball on TV every day as a little kid, and just watching guys like Malik Monk. I remember watching him back when he was in college. So, and that's definitely one of my favorite Kentucky players. So, you know, just walking out to that full crowd, it'll be once in a lifetime.
So is it just random that you were watching Kentucky, or is that something you made a concerted effort to try to do when they were playing?
I mean, at the time I didn't know. Obviously, I was a little kid, so just watching basketball. That's it.
And what has life in Lexington, just in general, been like for you since you got here?
It's been good. It's treated me well, treated the guys well. It's been a great experience so far, and just getting to know the community, doing different things in the community service, going to the Ronald McDonald House, and going to see some of the kids at the Children's Hospital. It's been really cool for me and the guys, just to connect more with the community, like I said.
If you're stranded on an island with one teammate, who gives you the best chance of survival? Who gives you the worst chance of survival?
I'd probably say I'm gonna go with Kerr.
For the best chance?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Or who gives you the worst chance?
Worst chance, I'm gonna probably go Amari. Yeah, Amari.
Jackson, on the court with you guys right now, how would you describe the style that you want to play under Coach Pope, and where would you assess that you guys are at and kind of grasping that and understanding?
Just a fast-paced team, trying to get up and down the court, shoot as many shots as possible, many possessions as possible, but also just stopping teams in transition, making a half-court game, and I think we're well on our way to that. I think we're way further ahead than my first 2 years at BYU with Coach Pope. I think we're further ahead at this point in time than we were the last 2 years. So it's really exciting just to see the growth that we made over the summer, and how we're continuing to build off of that brick by brick, and hopefully become a national championship team at the end of the season.
Actually reached out to you to come to Kentucky.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, obviously, dream come true. It was a no-brainer for me. University of Kentucky. There's no place like this. It's the mecca of college basketball. So why wouldn't I want to play for the greatest program on earth?
We're glad you're here.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
As being one of the few players to be able to come from Eastern Kentucky and represent that area wearing the blue and white, do you feel any added pressure from that, or is it kind of just an honor, that type of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is an honor, and I think I always try to go about it like pressure's a privilege. So I'm super privileged to be in this situation that I get to be able to experience this. I mean, it's a dream come true, so I'm just thankful to be here.
Was it kind of a shell shock when, you know, you're going somewhere else and you're fully anticipating going somewhere else, you're ready to go somewhere else, and then you get the call, kind of like deciding to come to Kentucky or getting the opportunity to come to Kentucky? How did that feel in the moment when you realized that was going to be happening?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was just trusting God's plan. I mean, His plan's bigger than mine, so I just try to think and pray whatever He wants. That's what's best for me.
Your faith obviously is pretty important to you. Can you explain a little bit about how that drives you, how that gives you growth?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that's a big staple in my life. That's what I try to base it on, and just know God's in control, and whatever's going good or wrong, that's all part of His plan, and just trust His process.
Being from Harlan, you know you've got a lot of the hopes of your hometown riding on your shoulders. Do you find a lot of strength in that, or can that sometimes be a burden to you?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely find a strength in it. I love where I'm from, and I love the area, and I love the people. So to be able to take them on this journey with me, it's awesome, and I'm getting to bring some excitement to my hometown. That's what I want to do.
Now, Kentucky basketball is a huge brand. You, of anybody, know that within the state. Do you think that many of your other teammates from out of the area really grasp how big of a deal it is?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is a huge deal, and I think they'll really be able to experience that Friday. But, I mean, I feel like anybody that watches or knows anything about college basketball knows that this is the mecca of college basketball, and there's nothing like it. It's just such a special place, So I feel like they understand it, and Coach Pope instills it into us. So I feel like we have a pretty good grasp, but on Friday, I think everybody's going to get their first wave of Big Blue.
How long did it take for you to adjust to, I mean, obviously coming in as a freshman, to adjust to the college game, to adjust to the way Coach Pope was running practices? How long did it take for you to feel truly comfortable doing that?
Yeah, it definitely took a minute. To be able to go from high school to college fluidly is pretty hard. I mean, going from high school and then a week later going to guard Jackson Robinson or somebody like that, that's not easy. But yeah, I've definitely had my days, my bad days, my good days. But I'm thankful that Coach Pope every day instills confidence into me and my teammates. So yeah, I'm just thankful to be playing for him and being able to learn so much from him.
And Travis is one of those dudes that he was like, man, let me hop in with you. And, you know, he hopped in on me and we worked out together and we were both shooting. And then I see throughout the days he's continuing to do my routine and stuff. And he comes over to me, he's like, man, I took your routine, I took it. And, you know, it just goes to show how in this team everybody just wants to keep getting better. And, you know, I love that.
What has been the balance to this point in practice of individual work versus putting all these pieces together?
Yeah, I think practice is obviously the time for us to, you know, come together and work as a team. And then aside from that, you know, it's the work that you do by yourself after practice, before practice. I feel like everybody has their own little routine. You know, I like coming in after practice. I like doing my shooting when I'm tired and stuff like that. But there's also guys that, you know, you maybe want to save your legs a little bit more or something, so you do it before practice. But, you know, you just got to find your routine and stick to it.
There's a lot of shooters on this team. In Coach Pope's offense, you get a lot of threes. Last year, you held the best percentage in the country for three-pointers.
Yeah.
Has there been a little fun competition? Because on podcast the other day, he said Travis might have been the best shooter on the team. Is there a little friendly competition going on about who the best shooter is?
Most definitely. I feel like, you know, we all have fun with it. You know, we don't take things personal at all. And I love hearing those comments because, you know, everybody on the team really is like they're knockdown shooters, you know, and that's just motivation for me, you know, just to keep working. You know, I feel like you should never feel satisfied or comfortable with what you've done. You know, you always got to keep elevating. And just seeing how hard these guys, you know, try to keep getting better and how good they shoot the ball, it definitely motivates me to keep getting better.
This is going to be a new offense for the fan base to see, and as you can probably tell, these fans are crazy. You guys, how many threes are you guys thinking you're going to be putting up?
Oh, man. To be honest with you, we want to be the team in the country that shoots the most threes. I'd say probably between 33 and 35 is a good number for us. That's something that Coach Pope is like, man, we got to get them shots up. And I feel like as a team, we're starting to understand that, and we're really, you know, putting the time in to get that done.
Being an upperclassman, even though everybody's new here, it's still college basketball. How have you guys been able to help along some of the younger guys, and have any of them stood out to you or maybe taken under your wing?
I say definitely just like having them, you know, learn from our previous experiences, whether it's good or bad. You know, you just want to, as an older guy, you just want to give knowledge away, you know. And the same thing when you're young, you want to learn from those big guys. So I say definitely Trent and Travis, they've definitely been the ones that, you know, they're quick to ask questions, you know, and I love that because as a teammate, you want to be willing to help those other guys. And not only with me, but I see them do the same thing with other guys as well. And so I'm definitely looking forward to what they do in their careers because they're really curious, I say, you know, curious as to how everything works in college, and, you know, they just want to continue to get better.
You played a lot of college basketball, but has your game progressed and grown since the short amount of time that you've been here?
Definitely.
In what ways?
Definitely. I feel like my defense has been a lot better, you know, just the coaching staff explaining how hard we have to be on that side of the end for us to really work out, you know, because obviously where everybody talks about our shooting and our offense, but that's not going to win us all the games. You know? There's going to be games where maybe the shots aren't going to be falling, and we have to rely on our defense. And so that's something that we've definitely been working on a lot.
Who's the best defender on this team?
Man, that's a tough question too. I'm probably going to get some hate from my teammates, but I'd definitely say Lamont, most likely. Just seeing how consistent he is, you know, every single day, bringing the same energy, same effort. But then we also have guys like Ortega that are also, you know, like, they're monsters in the perimeter, and then Amari, like, ain't nobody going in there and getting no dunks or layups. Like, he's gonna protect the rim. So I'd definitely say those three, but I'd probably put Lamar at number one.
How deep is this team, and how big of a rotation do you expect there to be once the season begins?
Man, this team is like it's really, really deep, man. It's hard to say like what the rotation is going to look like, because I feel like there's so many different combinations of players that you could put out there on the floor. But I wouldn't be surprised if we have like 12 or 13 people playing like good minutes, because like there's so many guys that are so valuable and their skill set just translates really well at this level. And so, yeah, I'm interested to see what that looks like for sure.
Your season kind of starts Friday night with Madness. What do you know about it? How excited are you for it?
Oh man, I know. I've been watching it for a while, so I know it's obviously, you know, a big event, you know, just to engage with the fans a little bit and get to let them, you know a little bit about us with songs and, you know, everything that's going on. So I'm just super excited to, you know, finally be in front of like real BBN, you know, like see what it's like in full effect, and you know, just give them a little bit of myself and obviously my teammates as well. So we're all super hyped for it.
With so many elite shooters.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. With so many elite shooters on the team, does that open things up for you and make it easier for you to go get a bucket because the defense is going to be so focused on everybody else?
Yeah, that's something that, like, even for me last year, it was a little bit of a challenge to, you know, find shots for myself just because I wasn't around the greatest of shooters, you know, and to now be here, it's like you can't really focus on me, you can't focus on other people because you got to worry about all five, you know, and it's something that coaches talked about, like, if we all, you know, sprint and set good screens for each other and play at a good pace, like, everybody's going to get shots, you know, everybody's going to eat, so I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Have any of the freshmen jumped out at you, or you're like, oh, they're ready for this?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Travis can shoot the mess off the ball. He can shoot the mess off the ball, and you know, he proves it every day. You know, all the little shooting drills that we seen him do. You know, he can shoot the mess off the ball. Trent as well. Trent can shoot Trent can shoot the crap off the ball, but he also he's been showing us, you know, in practice, you know, how much of a dog he is. You know, he's always on the offensive glass. You know, getting a bunch of offensive rebounds out there, playing hard, you know, diving on loose balls and things like that. And then Colin, he's just coming into himself. You know, he's very athletic. He can shoot the ball at a high level. Just playing hard. I feel like, you know, his competitive spirit is you know, one of the highest on the team. So just seeing all those guys, it's gonna be cool for me to see them grow up, you know, this year. So it's gonna be fun.
Madness is the unofficial start to the season. What do you know about Madness, and how excited are you for it?
You know what? I didn't know anything about it really that much until this year. I feel like, you know, I watched a couple clips, you know, back in the years, but you know, just hearing about it and, you know, seeing all the different things that we're going to be doing, and I think it's going to be really fun. I just can't wait to go out there and, you know, have that night.
How much of this team's makeup of what the players that Hope was able to put together fit the system that he wants to play here?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he picked the perfect people. He has two of everything. Like, we got two guards, two wings, two bigs, two forwards. He picked the perfect team, but also we have a great mix of, you know, playmakers, shot makers, you know, defensive guys, and I feel like he just made everything you know, easy for us. It's like puzzle pieces. Like, he just put us all in there. You know, we were able to, you know, learn each other, you know, throughout the summer, in the fall and practices and things like that. So it's like our chemistry has been great, and it's going to take dividend at third of the year.
Do you feel like that'll make a large rotation of guys with a deep team like that?
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, that's up to the coaches. You know, I don't really know, you know, how they're going to play that, but I think, you know, just, you know, our fast pace, you know, our makeup, I think we're going to have you know, a lot of guys capable of going out there and, you know, getting a lot of minutes, you know, during the season.
Do you guys practice with a lot of different combinations out there?
Yeah, no, we almost every day we have different combinations. So, you know, we just, you know, learning each other, playing with each other, and, you know, it's been great to go out there and play.
You were talking about, you know, talent-wise, you got two of everything, but how rare is it to have the chemistry, too? Like, personality-wise, you guys all seem to get along.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like, you know, during the summer, we kind of created a great bond. You know, we all lived over there at the lodge. You know, we were able to hang out with each other a lot. And then even the little things that we did, we went to Hazard and, you know, hung out with them, hung out with people there, and, you know, we built the houses together. So we just had a great, you know, bond there. You know, we kind of, you know, take that onto the court. And, you know, it was fun to play.
Have you realized how big this stage is?
Oh yeah, nah, I knew that from the moment I stepped in here. I saw something. It was like, I think before I even posted, I committed. Like, people knew. So like, I know like the stage of Kentucky, and, you know, just meeting the people out here, you can just tell like how passionate they are, you know, about, you know, Kentucky basketball. So, you know, I'm very excited to be here, very grateful, blessed. So I'm ready for the moment.
Lamont, I want to hear the backstory of that whole like super secret mission out to Vegas and just the conversation. Now that you're here and you can reveal that stuff, just what was that like? That the secrets of they don't want anybody to know who they're going to see and the commitment that came from that.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. I was in Vegas working out with Impact, for the pre-draft process, and then Coach Pope and the staff were coming out to see me. I'm seeing like tweets like there's Kentucky staff is flying out to Vegas. We don't know what they're seeing, and then we had a great talk, and that they persuaded me, man. It's Kentucky basketball, and it just their vision for me and the team, and this year was great. So, and then I went back to working out after we talked, and then after that, I looked like at my phone, and everybody's saying I'm committing to Kentucky. I was like, dang, this is a whole nother level. But it was fun to be able to be a part of this, Kentucky basketball. I'm wear it on my chest and in my heart, for the whole year.
Obviously, leading your team.
Shot blocking is obviously like your main, that's kind of what you're known for, but how important is it to be able to move your feet and stay wide and not like guys like how important is that to your ability to be a good defender?
No, for sure. That's a big thing for bigs, I'll say, if you want to get to the next level or just be a better ball player or just go play pro overseas. Like, you got to be able to show coaches you can step outside the arc and guard 1 through 5 and just move your feet, be wide, and have good feet overall. So yeah.
Is that something you expect the defensive system is going to allow you to switch onto ones and things like that?
Yeah, for sure. Some of our play calls from Coach AB, he allows us to show that. So yeah.
And then, operating from the top of the key on offense, you and Amari, how often do you all do that in practice? Is that something that you think will be a big staple of y'all's offense?
Yeah, no, for sure. That's I'll say that's really our offense. Well, not all our offense, of course, but that's the main part. Just the bigs have the ball in their hands, just running it, or at least starting off the play like that. So yeah.
When did you hit 6'10"? Are you still growing?
I'll say my senior year. I'm not sure. I don't know. I hope so. Okay.
Kentucky basketball is a huge brand. What are some of your earliest memories about Kentucky basketball?
About just overall?
Yeah, overall. Any players that stick out to you?
Yeah. I used to watch Shea. Shea. Yeah. So I used to watch him a lot while he was here, and just his come up and how he was he wasn't the star player, and then he just had the breakout game, and ever since then it's been Shea. So yeah.
Now you got to be honest. Everybody who's not from here hates Kentucky. You were cheering against them, right, when they were playing St. Peter's and Oakland. Come on, be honest.
No, I don't think I was.
I was underdogs.
Nah, yeah, for sure. But I used to just watch the games and see who won for real. So yeah.
Okay, all right. But you did follow Kentucky along the way, right?
Yeah.
All right, good. So obviously, shot blocking is a huge part of your game. What are other areas that you think are your strengths that you can really help this team out?
Be able to put the ball on the floor, shooting outside the arc. My defender sag off, just be able to knock down that jumper for my teammates if they, drive and kick it out to me. So yeah.
Coming into college as a high-profile recruit, you're no stranger to high expectations. How have you managed kind of the expectations coming into a place like Kentucky? How's that been for you?
Yeah, I feel just my background, some of that I feel has helped me out, just from places to places I've been. But I really don't worry about that. I just coming here every day, doing my job, and be the best teammate for my team. So yeah.
What do you think is gonna shock people most about this year's Kentucky team?
Just how many dogs we got on the floor. I feel we're gonna turn a lot of heads because I feel people don't have faith in us just because we don't have big names, 5 stars and all that. So yeah.
And do something he loves, and he worked so hard to get there through all the ups and downs. So definitely just proud. And I'm so happy to see him, be able to watch him on TV, but better yet, be there. So it was different.
Obviously a different sport, but does it give you something to kind of like strive for, and then you learn stuff from him?
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, he's doing his part. He got to the professional leagues. He's doing great there. So every time I see him, it just kind of gives me like a boost and extra chip on my shoulder just to go and make sure I do my part and continue to put our family's name on the map. And I'm just so happy that I could just be able to see that.
So Coach Pope has been raving about your improvement. Can you talk a little bit about that and what's the process?
I mean, I like to approach every year just trying to get better. Obviously, if you stay same, you're not doing something right. So, I mean, I take my summer very serious and just trying to continue to show all the things I can do and bring to this team because we have a lot of great weapons. So, I just have to hold my part and make sure I'm getting better every time I step onto that court, really.
What do you like about this team so far?
What I like? I would say our chemistry. Like, we've started to pretty much be very close quickly. And the way that we just gel on the court is definitely huge. Everyone's personality is great, very unselfish, all about winning, and we're all about doing our part and winning. So, I mean, it's a different type of team, I would say. It's no egos, nothing.
Is that hard to do when you got so many guys that's never played you?
Definitely, and especially, you're at Kentucky, like, everyone wants to be someone, everyone wants to be in that limelight. So when you're around a group of people who are willing to do whatever just to get that goal, I mean, it's definitely rare. And we have a lot of guys who are willing to sacrifice and just be out there and just be great teammates.
Is that hard for you personally to come in and kind of gel with everyone else, or do you do that naturally?
Nah, I would say I do it naturally because I've had the blessing just to play in a lot of different places and a lot of different people, so I kind of know how to just gel and interact with people. So, and especially now, like I said, I'm at Kentucky. It's a big field, a big college basketball ground, so I have to figure out something quick. So, I mean, it's definitely been easy and it's been nice just gelling with everybody.
You probably had an idea of what this team was going to be like when you decided to come here. After a week or so, you're getting real close to the season. What do you think about this team?
I'm excited. I mean, the strides and leaps that we've taken from like the first 2 weeks that we've been here in the summer to now is huge. And we're just continuing to just keep on bonding and get that chemistry going, and it's really great. I mean, it's going to be an exciting year. We have a lot of big things in store. Sure.
Coach Pope has so many quotes. He'll pull you in the middle of a practice and tell you something. What's one that stuck out to you from him that you kind of go back to?
I would say the one that he just said recently, the magic is in the work that you're avoiding. That's just huge. I mean, Coach Pope in himself, he's a different kind of coach. Like, he just tries to give you like little gems that makes you think about like what you're doing and like how you're just performing and what you want to be in life. So that one definitely stuck out because a lot of people don't want to put in the hard work. They just want to skip steps and get to the main goal. But us, we know that it's about just building every day. So that definitely stuck out.
He talked about a quote today about be still, a Bible verse.
Yeah.
What did that mean to you?
Through the ups and downs, just stay even keel. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations, so you just got to always be still. Just can't get too rattled, can't get too frustrated or too happy because that's when things will start to shake, so just be still.
Yeah, Kentucky basketball, pretty big brand. What are your first memories of it?
I would just say the fan base, really. I'm coming from a school where it was a football school, so we didn't really get that much attention, but now just seeing how you can just walk around and people know you, like they're supporting you, coming up to you, just being so friendly, like that's definitely been very interesting to me, and I love it. So
now you got to be honest. When you were at your previous school and you saw Kentucky, you cheered against them, didn't you? Everybody cheers against them.
I'm not gonna lie, I cheered for them because I used to always watch Kentucky when I was younger, and like to think that I'm here now, it's crazy. Like I would have never thought of that, but no, I never cheered against Kentucky at all.
You got Big Blue Madness coming up. What's going through your mind as you're getting ready for this? Have you seen one before, or have you looked it up?
Yeah, I mean, so I've definitely been watching some on YouTube because I'm about to be part of it now this year, so I'm just excited it's going to be the first introduction for us to the fans, so pretty much just to be in that limelight and just see the energy that everyone's going to give. I'm very excited.
Have you picked your song yet?
About what?
Pick your song.
Yeah, I have.
Is it a surprise or are you going to?
Yeah, I don't know if I should say it right now, but it's a good hype song for sure.